Good evening and namaste everyone. I, Dr. Ricky Mohanty, Head of School of Information System, welcome you all to the 54th webinar of ASBM University, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. ASBM University has been established by Government of Odisha, India, with a mandate to set best standards in imparting value-based quality education that builds leadership. This new generation university, founded and led by Professor Biswajit Patnaik, former professor of IIM Indore and Lucknow, and a widely acclaimed management guru known internationally for his expertise in the domain of human resource management, emphasizes learning by experimentation and innovation with a flexible and pragmatic attitude. The webinar is planned for 1 hour, so I request you all the participants to write the questions in the chat box, and we will discuss all these questions in the question answer session at the end. Today's topic is career opportunities in IT. Information technology is important in our lives because it helps us to deal with everyday dynamic things. Technology offers various tools to boost development and to exchange information. Both these things are the objective of IT to make tasks easier and to solve many problems. The information technology industry is one of the fastest growing sector worldwide, providing jobs full of opportunities for professional success. The IT industry offers quick employment opportunities in every sector, multiple career paths, higher salaries, and its ease to enter this industry. Information technology careers are available in every sectors of the economy. Careers in IT involves the design, development, support and management of hardware, software, multimedia and systems integration services. The information technology industry is a dynamic and entrepreneurial field that continues to have a revolutionary impact on the economy and on the world. We are fortunate to have with us Professor Annappa from NIT Surathkal, Karnataka. Professor Annappa is currently a professor in Computer Science Department at National Institute of Technology, NIT Surathkal, Karnataka. He is also President of Institution Innovation Council and Vice Chairman of Career Development Center at NIT Surathkal, Karnataka. Professor Annappa has completed his BE from Government BDT Engineering College, Davangere, which is affiliated to Mysore University. He has completed his MTech and PhD in Computer Science and Engineering from NIT Surathkal, Karnataka. His major awards and recognition includes he held first rank with Institute Gold Medal in MTech from NIT Karnataka. He was the proud recipient of 2 Best PhD Thesis Supervisor Award from BTS Bangalore for the year of 2018 and 2020. He has received 5 Best Paper Awards for the research papers presented in international conference in India and abroad, and many more. Professor Annappa has quality papers published in reputed international 37 journals, 110
Ricky madam, I think there is a little lag or network issue. Madam, we're not able to hear you.
Yeah, I think some network issue at their end.
Okay. Yeah, I thought.
Let's wait for a minute.
Yeah,
I think
let's wait. Yes.
In that case, Professor Annappa, you can start piloting this particular deck.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for this opportunity to talk to students of ASBM University. Madam has called me to talk for 20 minutes on the career opportunities in IT. I am in the role of Vice Chair at our Career Development Center, where I deal with students and companies who come for internships and full-time employment offers. So I agreed for Madam's request. So I will start. I think Madam has some network issues. So in this 20 minutes, I'll try to cover a few topics like student as a student, when you're choosing a career, what things you need to know, what are some do's and don'ts, then coming to what is IT, activities of a IT workforce, the kind of job roles available in IT, and some of the promising domains in the years to come in IT, and some best IT jobs as on today. And there are two fields where usually students don't consider it as a lucrative or promising job options. One is software testing, other one is game development. That I'll be focusing for a minute or so. So for every one of us, it's a crucial decision. One of the hardest and most exciting choices you'll ever make is our career choice. Sometimes we say it is by luck, although chance may play a part, but as a job seeker or person who is planning for a career, we need to be prepared well with the skills and knowledge required for the position or the role we are aspiring for. So my advice to the students is choose a career that is something you really like to do. You should enjoy. It's not just for spending your life and earning some money. No. You should enjoy that. So try to choose a career which you really like to do. Even though it is software, in that there are many options. If you're good at finding bugs, maybe you enjoy your life as a software tester. Or if you like managing infrastructure, you may be a maintenance engineer, managing infrastructure or system administrator. So choose the right career. Do your research and choose carefully and thoughtfully. It's not just a one-day decision. This is for your entire life. Many times you stick to the job throughout your life. So do your research, find some information, talk to your friends, talk to your seniors, talk to your faculty, parents, relatives, then take a thoughtful decision. Make it meaningful to you. It's not that your friend is going for that job or your relative has gone to US to take this course and then getting into that job, or somebody is getting good salary or is in his hometown. Do your decisions. You owe it to yourself to look for work that is meaningful and rewarding. Choose the career options that match your values. Knowing what value most help you refine your career search and choice. There are some values in you. You may be good at helping others. So choose a career path. Maybe you can take, if it is feasible, you can take it as an entrepreneurship or a service oriented job profile where you meet people and try to help. Or if you're concerned about prestige, look for a job role where the job role itself gives you some sort of happiness, hearing that you're a cloud architect or software architect. or if your concern is only for income because of various other reasons, or you prefer flexible working hours, not just 9 to 5. Establish and align values, career choice, and career goals for motivation. And this you can decide yourself. Nobody else can understand you better than you. There's no substitute for knowing yourself. First, know yourself. What are your values? What kind of job will make you happy in the days to come? And to survive in this fast growing economy, you'll always have some control over your career. You must accept risk and plan for future to advance your career. It's not that you get a job and you will not be removed from that job, or you will get promotion over the years. No, that is not the fact these days. Even if it is government job, there are various points where you need to face evaluation every year, and based on that you'll be either promoted or you'll not be eligible for promotion. It's not that skill what you get at one stage will be useful throughout. No. You must accept risk and plan for the future to advance your career. A college degree does not always guarantee you employment. To start your career, your degree may help you. Later on, to be with the career and grow with the organizations, you need to update your knowledge. A commitment to lifelong learning will help keep you employable. The more you know, the greater your marketability. So in your degree, you might have learned something, but over the year, especially in IT field, things are changing rapidly. So you need to cope up with those changes and update yourself. So some of the facts to consider: those explore number of careers and majors. Get involved yourself. Get advice from people in your target occupation. Say you want to go for machine learning related jobs, you're aiming for that. Talk to people already working in that domain. How do they love their job? What kind of expertise they need to succeed in that? How they're keeping themselves up to date. Then follow your passion, and sometimes you need to dare enough to try something new. Many times what happens is you go with some option of your career, then after sometimes you feel that that is not the right career path you have chosen. So you should dare enough to try something else, update your knowledge, switch out to some other. Do it at the earliest. And some don't focus on a major just to get a career out of it. Don't focus on that. It's not just to get a career. And don't select a major just because it is cool or seem to promise prestige. It may be cool for your friend because of his strength and his other qualification, knowledge. You may feel it is easy, cool, but for you, it not be so. Let someone else push you into a job. Don't do that because your parents are saying something. This particular job profile may suit you. Don't do your own evaluations. They may give you some hints, but you are the right person to decide whether it will suit you or not. Assume that you have it all figured out. So what is information technology? So before getting into what kind of jobs are there, let us know what does it mean, IT. IT is the use of computers, storage, networking, and other physical devices infrastructure and processes to create, process, store, secure, retrieve, and exchange all kinds of data and information. IT refers to the development, maintenance, and use of computer hardware, software, systems, and networks. So information technology encompasses hardware, software, internet, support, communication, database, security, applications, many things in one umbrella, information technology. If you see the use of IT in business, whether you work for a small company with few lakhs turnover, or you work for a large multinational with billions of turnover, information technology is going to play a large role in your day-to-day tasks. Business tend to use IT in three main ways. First is to support basic information processing tasks, day-to-day activities, to help with decision making, if not on a regular basis, on a periodic basis, at the end of the day, or at the end of the week, or at the end of the quarter. It will give you sufficient information to take appropriate decision and support innovation. Uses of IT in society. As a society, we have taken steps to embrace IT more than ever before. Post-COVID, it is more so. We see it almost everywhere, especially with the online education, social networks, smartphones, agriculture, and entertainment. One of the many segments that have changed with our society is the introduction of schools without boundaries. Thanks to IT, students can learn from anywhere there is an internet connection, no matter where they are and what their topic of interest is. Even if a history students want to learn something about programming, nobody stops him. He can enroll for an online course. You might have heard IIT Madras has come out with a business analytics course, which enables you to take from any stream. The same can be said for those working remote for their place of work, as IT makes it easier than ever before. Work from home. IT also bringing society leaps and bounds ahead of communicating and having relationship with others. Whether it is keeping up with your friends on the Facebook or finding jobs in LinkedIn, information technology makes it all possible. There's a famous quote from Bill Gates regarding the opportunities in information technology, career opportunities. He says, I quote, information technology and business are becoming inextricably interwoven. I don't think anybody can talk meaningfully about one without talking about the other. Coming to information technology career. When it becomes to growing careers, job in this IT are skyrocketing. The field of IT encompasses wide range of career paths, with some being more popular than others. Responsibilities range from keeping systems and data secure to making secure networks up and running. IT career role opportunities include design, development, and maintenance of hardware, software, including research and development. If you see the activities of a IT workforce, They're basically into these 5 aspects: analyzing, designing, programming, managing, and troubleshooting and providing support. Analyzing is basically gathering requirements, modifying the existing computer systems to improve the production if it is a manufacturing organizations, and improve the workflow and expanding their business. And it could be designing, start with simple web page design to the screen layout and process flow in the website. And coming to the starting role of programming, writing code for computer software. Once the programs are written and application is designed, once the people start using it, need to manage. So managing comes into picture, monitoring and controlling computer systems. Troubleshooting and support. Help desk technicians and service workers keeping hardware and software running throughout without any issues. If there are issues, troubleshooting them and correcting it. What these IT roles, different people in various roles do. If you see system analyst, they are programmer who designs and manages the development of business applications on the computer. Usually they have 7 to 10 years of experience. After that, they will take up the role of system analyst. Then software designer, people having 5 to 7 years of experience, they take up this role to design, create and maintain software. Computer programming, the starting role with or without experience to 5 years, they write code for the computer software. Then system administrator, a high-level role in the organization, maintains and operates computers, systems or networks for a company. Persons who are having 10 to 15 years experience, they will be managing this role, system administrator, and support personnel, attending to the issues and enable smooth workflow. Freshers or with less number of years experience are put into this role initially. Popular IT roles could be technical support, programmer, web developer, computer system analyst, network engineer, IT security expert, software engineer or software developer, hardware engineer, systems manager, database administrator, or if you go higher level, it could be IT consultant, cloud architect, computer forensic investigator, computer security specialist, health IT specialist, who are working in the domain of healthcare. And coming to testing, manual testing engineer or test analyst, software test architect, a higher role, quality assurance lead or test manager. 5 promising domains for the IT workforce as on today. Cloud computing, AI and data science, cyber and network security, project management, business analytics. You might have seen in the last 1 or 2 years, many of the institutes have started specialized program in these areas. Some of them have even started BTech in some of these areas, specialized BTech. When it comes to cloud computing, cloud computing is a crucial part of business digital transformation and is set to dominate the entire business landscape within few years. As per a report study by Gartner, it shows that cloud services are projected to grow by 19% by the end of this year. A cloud architect, one of the important role in the cloud computing landscape is cloud architect is a certified cloud specialist who designs the entire cloud infrastructure of an organization. They are responsible for designing and deploying highly scalable, fault-tolerant cloud applications. You may be knowing the benefits of cloud computing. So cloud architect is responsible for exploiting these benefits by designing a highly scalable, fault-tolerant cloud applications. This role attracts a huge salary package in the range of around 1 crore per annum. Cloud computing career requirements. You should have a programming knowledge, database management and programming knowledge, AI and machine learning, understanding and experience with the cloud technologies, having studied cloud computing subjects and various providers like AWS, Cloud Azure, IBM, various cloud service provider, what kind of service they provide, how to set up a private cloud or public cloud or hybrid cloud. If you have this knowledge, then you can aspire to start a cloud computing career. Top cloud computing careers are cloud administrator, cloud security analyst, cloud network engineer, cloud automation engineer, cloud consultant, cloud software engineer, cloud architect. Likewise, coming to the other domain like AI and data science. Business rely heavily on AI and data science to implement new strategies and come up with relevant products and services. Companies are doing their R&D regularly to come up with new products and services. A recent study shows that 52.7% of enterprises use the data and data analytics to gain greater insights into marketing. A data analyst enables organization to uncover patterns and extract valuable insights from the raw data. That is customer data, manufacturing data, or raw material data. This data analyst will help the organization to extract, uncover patterns from this data. A strong understanding of programming language such as SQL, R, Python is required for this data analyst role. The average salary package would be something around 55 lakhs plus. Likewise, if you see cyber security and network security, you've been hearing a lot of cyber attacks. With the increasing number of cyber attacks and malicious online activities, data integrity has become one of the most important aspects for any organization. According to the recent statistics from US Bureau of Labor Statistics, cyber and network security jobs are expected to grow up to 33% from 2020 to 2030. A security architect role. He or she designs the entire network and computer security architecture for an organization. They also develop security policies and procedures for the company's employees and company's users of their services. The average salary of the security architect is something around 1 crore. Then coming to project management. Project management professionals help business focus on their priorities and prepare the final deliverables within the finite time and the budget. According to PMI, Project Management Institute report, project management oriented jobs are expected to grow by 14% by 2030. Project manager requires a number of qualifications and years of experience. A project manager is accountable for planning, allocation of resources, preparing budgets, monitoring progress, and keeping stakeholders informed throughout the project lifecycle. Most project managers get their career start as software engineer, marketing experts, even sales reps, over a period of time after gaining experience into various software projects and improving their qualification, they get into project management role. A successful project manager usually has 5 or more years in a relevant field with several formal qualifications for project manager. It's not just your BTech degree is sufficient for project management. Gaining the top project management qualification is key for project managers to be successful in their fields. Few of the must-have project management qualification is Project Management Professional Certification, PMP, and bachelor degree in computer science or business management. Any relevant project management related experience. So it requires basic qualification in computer science and specialized qualification, a certification in project management and relevant experience. The average salary is something around 75 lakhs. Business analytics. Business analytics provide a competitive advantage to organizations by enabling them to act upon information in a timely manner and drive the growth of the market. According to Business Wire, the study shows that business analytics market size is projected to grow and reach $512 billion by 2026. Business analysts help organizations achieve more business value by proposing strategies and solutions for various challenges in an organization. This business analyst role requires strong understanding of forecasting, budgeting, and financial analysis. So in addition to your basic technical degree, you need to do some certification on financial analysis, budgeting. One of the fundamental responsibilities of business analyst is to bridge the gap between IT and other teams by identifying and prioritizing technical and functional requirements. Business analyst role has average salary of something around 60 lakhs. The top 15 paying IT jobs in the current year are Information System Security Manager with this much salary of 1 lakh plus, 1 crore plus. Data Scientist, another highest paying job, 1 crore plus. Blockchain Engineer, the hot topic in IT. Again, that is also high paying job. Big Data Engineer, the salary range is in the same range, above 1 crore. DevOps Engineer, Software Engineering Manager, and IoT Solution Architect. If you see here, these 7 roles are highly paid roles as on 2022. Other roles are software architect, few lakhs, less than 1 crore. Mobile application developer, artificial intelligence engineer, cloud architect, full stack developer, product manager, data security analyst, database manager. As I was telling, some of you students may not be keen on going for a software testing roles. You think it is not challenging or it's not paying good salary. and you don't enjoy it. But if you ask some of the software testers, quality managers, quality assurance leads, they tell you how they enjoy this role of software testing. Software test architect, which is a highly paid role in software testing. He architect the entire design of testing a software, starting from requirement testing till the deployment. He plans the whole procedure for testing and teams and expertise required, budget, schedule, everything. Test manager managing various test cycles. This is having pay scale in the range of 16 plus lakhs. QA lead, test analyst, and starting testing roles are manual testing engineer. Next is another, some of you might not have thought that gaming could be another good choice for your career. Do you enjoy computer games? Yes, most of us enjoy, right? Have you ever thought about all the different jobs involved in making these games? People working in this game industry invent new games, design different screens, develop the software, test the games to make sure they work correctly online on a multi-party playing, market and sell the game. And there are many more roles. Coming to details, there are prominent 7 rising career options in gaming industry. It could be game artist or the designer, game developer or the programmer, game play tester, game animator and visual artist, audio engineer, interpreters and translators, market research analysts. These are the top roles in gaming industry. Coming to their roles, a game artist or a designer. For someone who is brimming with the new gaming ideas and can come up with the creative concept that can eventually take the face of a video game, a game artist or designer is the right role. He may not be that good in technical aspects or programming, but he has a great idea about games. They can take this role of game artist. A game designer comes up with the main concept of the game and works in tandem with the development and programming, animation and audio engineering team to develop storylines and characters. He may not be even knowing programming. A bachelor's degree in computer science and game designing is most preferable for this role. Game developer or the programmer. The game designer comes up with vision of the game, but it is the game developer or the programmer who does the groundwork and converts it into playable format. The corresponding algorithm, the design, everything is done coded by the game developer. As an integral part of the whole team, they write the code as per features and functionality of games and design software, keeping in mind the aim of providing seamless and realistic gaming experience. It's not just statics with few characters here and there. You should give a realistic feeling of playing. Preferred qualification for this role is bachelor degree in game programming or development, most preferable. However, a BTech degree in computer science or IT would also good with some certification course in game programming. Gameplay tester, as I told, testing is a major role. Although people assume that job of a game tester is just to play games and all the day long, their main responsibilities include quality assurance of the game, user experience, how the user feels, whether he gets more interest playing for a long time or after playing for 10 minutes they get bored. This play tester has to look into that aspects also, identifying bugs and suggesting improvements to the programmers. Their work entails enhancing the quality and gaming experience of their product before it steps down into the market. Preferred qualification is BE or BTech in computer science, followed by a professional certificate from Indian Testing Board or equivalent reputed organizations. We have various agencies for testing roles. Next is game animator and visual artist. The ability to create gaming characters and that come to life visually can land an individual a successful career in the gaming industry as a game artist or an animator. These enthusiasts are in charge of creating realistic 2D or 3D images of characters, scenery, and object present in the product and use them to create graphics in the game. Specifically speaking, the artists design the characters mostly in raw form, and later animators give the shape to their mold using computer graphics and create lifelike characters with realistic visuals. Preferred qualification here are bachelor degree in computer graphics or art or animation or illustration. The audio engineer, sound part of your game. From the screechy noises of sirens to the ambient sounds such as car booming, they are all created by audio engineers, more commonly known as sound designers. They add realistic touch to the in-game experience through soundtracks and effects. While this may sound like a cushy job, it requires lots of research and development from the candidate's end. As each game has unique plot and genre, the prime job of audio engineer is to find that unique essence and encapsulate that through the soundtracks in the game. Preferred qualification here is bachelor degree in sound engineering or audiography. Interpreters and translators. Needless to say, to make a game successful in the global market, it is essential to ensure that it is for international audience, not only for the local audience or national audience. In short, you need to localize whatever game you develop in terms of the language, audio, and characters. The prime role of interpreters and translator is to make a gaming product available in multiple languages in order to increase its reach throughout the world. Broadly speaking, interpreters are in charge of converting the dialogues of gaming characters into languages understood by global audience, whereas translators convert the documentation and instructions presented in the game to other languages so that they can be marketed in the global market. Preferred qualification here are there are no hard and fast rules as of yet, as this career option is not very common. It could be a language interpreter, a language in MA or MEd in English, or the corresponding language to which you are translating. If you are an expert in French language, you could be a translator for translating a game written for English or Hindi to that language. Then last is the market research analyst. You don't necessarily need a technical background to grab a job in the gaming domain. Even marketing professionals can find work in a variety of ways within the gaming industry. A market research analyst uses their research skills to analyze the core industry and its key trends, use this data for carrying out various campaigns which are significant for the gaming product's reach and success. Preferred qualification could be a bachelor degree, especially in marketing or statistics. That's all from my side. Thank you for patient hearing. I am available for few questions also. Ricky, madam, you're not audible, madam. Mic muted.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable insights of this topic. Thank you very much for joining us. I have three questions logged with me from the participants. What certification will enhance the job opportunity of students? Sir, please can you give an views on your personal views on it?
That's what, as I told, a student need to have additional qualifications. Just BTech degree or MTech degree will not suffice these days. And there are a lot of opportunities for the students to gain these certifications while doing their degree. Before they pass out from the college, they can have many degrees. There are different, majorly two kinds of certification: vendor specific and vendor neutral certifications. Vendor specific certifications are one that is awarded by a technology company like Microsoft or Cisco. These certificates programs teach the skills in using the products of the company like Microsoft or Cisco. They encourage business to use their products, platforms, and processes by offering the courses. So when a company starts using a Microsoft product, they need expertise in their product. So those who are having certification in their product, like if a person is having Cisco certificates, a company looking for network analyst having Cisco products, they may prefer students having these certifications. Like company that uses Microsoft programs would require their employees to have or obtain Microsoft certification in those platforms. And then vendor neutral certification. Certificate is one that offered by an organization that does not promote any one brand. For example, CompTIA or ISC Square or IEEE. That makes it possible for anyone in the computer science or information technology field to gain experience without being restricted to one employer or the system. So the major vendors offering certifications are Cisco, Microsoft, VMware, Oracle, Red Hat, Google, IBM. Vendor neutral are CompTIA, ISACA, IEEE, Red Hat, EC Council, IAPP. Some of the preferred certification programs are Certified Kubernetes Administrator by Cloud Native Programming Foundation, Node.js certification by OpenJS Foundation, IEEE's professional certificate programs like Software Developer Certification, IEEE Computer Society's Associate Software Developer Program Certificate, VMware's Certified Master Specialist, Red Hat's Certified Specialist in OpenShift Administration. Like that, there are many certification programs which are available. Like if you go to Cisco, there are certification like CCNA, CCNP, Certified Cisco Certified Network Professional, Cisco Certified Design Expert, Cisco Certified Design Professional, Cisco Certified Design Associate. So one need to go through their courses and take the exams online. Then you'll be awarded those certifications, which will enhance your CV. Employability will improve like anything. Yes, madam.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for joining us today, sir. We are also fortunate to have Mr. Kandar Shah and Mr. Suresh Patel from Rishabh Software. Mr. Kandar Shah holds the position of Associate Vice President Technology, IT Operation Management, Delivery Management, People Management, Business Strategy, and Client Success. He is a passionate speaker, loves to teach, and is pursuing MBA from NIMS Vadodara, Gujarat, India. As a senior IT delivery professional, he possesses more than 15 years of experience of leading the delivery of services, programs, and projects. His accomplishments include delivery management, resource utilization, client relations, and people leadership, where he translates business plans into project and delivery objects. He well versed with the managing operations and providing direction and guidance to project team. Mr. Suresh Patel holds the position of Associate Vice President Technology at Rishabh Software Vadodara, Gujarat, India. He expresses himself as a result-oriented, resourceful, and problem-solving software engineer professional, having 14 years of experience in project management, delivery management, and key account management, web application development, software development, and team supervision. Now I would like to request Mr. Kandab Shah and Mr. Suresh Patel to address the virtual meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Ricky Mohanty. Thank you, Professor, for a valuable session. We would like to start the presentation. I would like to say thank you, Professor Anappa, to cover up a lot of other things from what opportunities does IT provide today. When you were talking about it, we had to on the fly cut short of certain slides because we do not want to have repetitive sections, giving respect to the time as well. So I would directly jumpstart to what exactly we are into, etc. So a brief minute or two of what exactly we do. We represent Rishabh Softwares Private Limited. We are placed in headquarters in Vadodara, Gujarat, which is 400 kilometers north of Mumbai. We also have our offices in Bangalore and soon to start operations in Ahmedabad and Pune. So if we start from this, it's about 20 plus years of extensive software development, bespoke software development to various geographies, to various clients. We have 750 plus employees who focus on giving quality deliverables to the clients pan-globe. We have successfully executed 1,400 plus projects, which ranges from full SDLC lifecycle projects to the maintenance projects as well. From a World HR Forum and other international institutions, we have grabbed 9 plus successful awards, and we are into 4 business divisions. I would quickly get into the things so that it becomes easy for the students to get into what exactly industry looks at from our standpoint on what are the various career options available at today's point. So I would skip some of the slides. There are some of the clients which we have successfully delivered our projects. These are just a few whom we are, as per the legal contract, allowed to share their names. Somewhere we have signed an NDA, we cannot, but this is just a short story of it. We are in a phase where more than 90% of our clients are retained with the new projects that are coming up. What services do we provide? Now, when we talk about we, along with Rishabh, this is basically a standalone kind of a format that usually IT industries get into. When we talk about IT, from this slide, I will be talking about IT industry as a whole. So as Professor said, cloud application development. So what we have done is we have divided the major services into what an IT industry gives as a career opportunities to the students who want to pursue their career in IT. So I would start with the very basics one. Like for example, we have cloud application development. When we talk about cloud application development, it deals with a lot of other things related to cloud by various providers. It may range from consulting. It may range from developing the systems which uses cloud as a platform as a service, not only infrastructure as a service, but also platform as a service. Migration to clouds, cloud architecting, cloud testing, IoT cloud, etc. So these are some of the opportunities that gets into cloud application development as an umbrella. When we talk about enterprise software development, this mainly gets into the bespoke software development for enterprise clients. When we talk about enterprise clients, they range from medium to large scale, ranging from about $200 million that goes to about $1,200 million of revenue. So what we'll be doing is we'll be helping this organization digitize themselves, transform themselves using the IT technologies. So this particular vertical or this particular role called enterprise software development helps you to write code to help other organizations get into their IT implementations. Similarly, we have an enterprise mobile app development also as a service. So when we talk about enterprise mobile app development, we have we can have this application developed in iOS and Android as a two very common and famous platforms. On top of it, we can also have an hybrid application development using a lot of other technology stacks like React Native, Xamarin, Flutter, etc. So along with software development that goes from an enterprise level, many of the organization also get into the enterprise mobility, where they want some of the features to be available from a web part of it as well as the mobile part of it. So enterprise mobile app development is also one of the factor that industry offers as a career to the aspirants who wants to get into the IT part of it. Then we have DevOps services. DevOps is a combination of development and operations that gets into a lot of other things. Some of the common things that gets here is kind of an automation of build, the deployment. Like once the software is ready, it goes to some place where the end users can start using it. So this deployment gets automated. So there are a lot of other things that gets into the DevOps part. So if we try to compare this with what Professor Anupa says, you can match it to the infrastructure part of it. Then we have software testing services. This is nothing but the quality assurance. So this is another key role for whatever we develop as a development team, whatever they develop. We need somebody who can say, okay, this particular software is developed as per the requirements which are shared by the clients. So we need somebody who can test the software, the functionalities of the software that we have developed against what was given by the client and then give us a green signal saying, yes, this piece of code is working as per the expectation. Let's deliver it to the client. So that is a software testing service as an umbrella. But as Professor Anappa also said, we have got a lot of other things coming into this particular software testing service, like anything you come up, like you came up with cloud application development, we need a software testing engineer who will be focusing on testing the cloud applications that were developed. You get into the enterprise application services, you need somebody who can focus on enterprise application testing. You have a mobile app, we need somebody who can have the mobile app development. We need a DevOps, we need somebody who can test the pipelines that the DevOps has created.
Okay.
Can I continue?
Sir, please continue, sir.
Okay, sure, not an issue. We have got data analytics service. Now, there's a very famous quote which says data is the new oil. So whatever we have today, every button is a data for us. So nowadays we have a trend of wearable devices. So just say you're wearing a shoe which has got a wearable device in it. How many steps you walked, how many steps you jumped, how many steps you climbed the stairs, etc. So every step is giving a data to us. Similarly, when I am speaking on this particular webinar, it is also a data that we are collecting for our future reference. So we have got a lot of data coming up from the nooks and corners of every other thing. So we need somebody who can analyze the data to present it in a better format to the business so that they can understand what decision needs to be done. So there are certain courses, there are certain roles available which talks about data analytics, where we have certain roles like we need somebody who can work on analyzing the data. We need somebody who can work on writing the algorithms, which will massage the data and come up with a useful information in terms of MIS. We need somebody who can represent the data in charts, etc. So this all things gets into data analytics service. We have a software product engineering. Now, product is a new buzzword. Every new startup or unicorns are getting into product development. They want their products to get into the market. So we have altogether a different role where the product development happens. So this particular vertical called software product engineering talks about the roles where a person can get into product. Now remember, the way we develop the software is a bit different than the way we develop the product, because software is something which has to be delivered to the customers, and product is something where we are dependent on the end user on a market. Let's give an example. For example, WhatsApp. When WhatsApp was developed internally and when it was released for the first time, that was a product that the company formed. Now that product, they never knew who is going to use WhatsApp, right? So it is purely based upon the market that was available. So they had their own go-to-market strategy, they had their own investment plan, etc. So the way WhatsApp was developed is altogether a different life cycle of a development than what a enterprise application software gets into. We have a digital experience services, which talks about a lot of other things like e-commerce, etc. Then we have software testing service, which already covered. So this particular slide, what we really wanted to get into is what are the various roles a particular IT industry you can get into, so that you guys can select based upon your choice. I really like what Professor Ranapa said. It has to be it cannot be influential decision when you get about career. It is you have to decide what I really want to do, and then you can pick up one thing and get ahead of it. Some of the things that get into what we got it from some of the white papers published recently, like the Indian IT industry or ITES, IT enabled services. We have about 1 million positions to be filled by the end of 2023. And we can understand the tremendous opportunities available in the market. Where we have various IT roles available to fill. So we have about 1 million opportunities available now by the end of next year, which we need to get into. Similarly, if we get into what Ms. Devjani Ghosh talked about, she's the president of NASSCOM. She said, we are at a stage of India at 100, where the next 25 years will be watershed for India. See, what it means is we bring into a very known offshoring. When we talk about offshoring, means the clients across globe gives the contracts to the Indian companies to start delivering or developing the products. So we are emerging as a technological powerhouse for the world. And that's the reason, with this decade, we will be a techade. This particular decade is termed as a decade for Indian IT industry. Similarly, a quote from the Indian Skills Report this year, it talks about 46% of the positive hiring intent is expected in software, hardware, and IT domain for qualified professional in the coming year, with optimistic availability of resources to back the demand. So again, when we move ahead, these are some of the trending technologies that we can foresee for this particular upcoming years. So Suresh, would you like to get?
Sure, definitely. So, Tim, the first trading technology and the IoT. The IoT, let me give you one use case where we consider your body is one of the things, and your body is sending a set of information like what is your temperature, what is the heartbeat, what is your sugar level. So that comes under the IoT. Now you consider the fitness field, then you consider as a one part of the IoT. Fitness field, taking the information from the body and display in front of your watch. This is the one trending technology right now. The second thing I have to consider then the artificial intelligence part. Artificial intelligence part where all the data now how the machine is how the human is thinking similar type the machine is thinking and predict the data and display in front of us. So this is one of the things we consider in the artificial intelligence, that is the part of the AI. The third part we have considered here is the machine learning, so ML part. Machine learning, why this is important? In the healthcare industry, the machine learning is very important. What the machine learning do? We have to input the set of the data. Set of the data in terms of different types of data that we have to input. Based on the analysis of the data, what is the basis of that particular? That is the one use case. Moving towards the another technology trend is the big data. Big data, where we have to consider three parts very important: variety of the data, volume of the data, and frequency of the data. For the smaller sort database, you can consider the RDMS database like the MySQL, MSSQL. These are the small size of the database RDMS available. When the volume is very large and the variety of the data comes into the picture, then the big data come into the picture. So that is another trending technology trend. The last and most important is the NFT, non-fungible token, and the blockchain. So you all know about the Bitcoin as well as the Ethereum. All these are part of the blockchain technology. Even Annappa has already informed that the blockchain is growing as a lot of opportunity and the salary range that you also know about it. So, got a good opportunity on this trending trend. If I would consider these all are comes under the industry 4.0. Industry 4.0, right now we are migrating. Consider when the 5G comes into the market and all these trending technology play a major role, and there are a lot of good opportunity for the IT industry in this particular sector. As Kandar already mentioned all the roles and all the things, so I'm not going to take, but if I have to consider then there are the important roles consider here, then the data analytics, data engineering, and data scientist. These are the three roles are important for the data scientist perspective. Similarly, for the business perspective, you have to consider business development and BI role. For the development perspective, digital experience engineer, mobile developer as well as full stack developer plays very major role. And if I have to consider the cloud engineering perspective, then the cloud engineer plays and the automation engineer plays very good role. So these are the three roles offered in the IT sector right now and very booming into the market. So the top 10 IT company. Now you consider in the IT, all these are the we mentioned 10 companies in front of you. These are the all are the top 10 IT companies in India which provide a good IT role as well as services into the IT market. So, team, thank you for your support for today's presentation. If you have any questions, suggestions, you can feel free to reach out to us.
Sir, I need to actually ask you one question, which are one of the participants had given a question, asked questions, is how does a certification course in IT help MBA students?
Okay. So I would like to take that question. So basically, see, if you already an MBA, that means you have got some understanding on the business part of the business part of the understanding on how the business goes. So if you really want to get into an IT from an MBA standpoint, I think there are a couple of roles that one should look like. One is like Dr. Annappa talked about PMI is an institute which talks about project management. We have an institute called Business Analyst Institute, which gives us a book called BA which is Business Analyst Book of Knowledge. It's a course, it's a certificate course. Once you do that, it gives you an authority on top of your MBA to talk about what IT looks from a business analyst kind of a role. So anything that get into business analyst, senior business analyst, business architect, these are some of the roles that you can do on top of your MBA to get into IT industry. So business analyst is basically something who does on the business, on the analyzing the business requirements from a customer standpoint, documenting that requirement on what customer wants, and based upon that, the entire product is developed. Similarly, if we go back ahead, let's say we have something about business architect. So this is a very critical role, and it gives you an architecture, gives you a chance to develop and design a business architect of the entire application, which means let's say there is a manufacturing company or a pharmaceutical company. They are into complete digitization of their or IT digitization on their path. So there is somebody who needs to document the business, somebody who needs to act as a bridge between the business part of it and the technology part of it. So this person designs and architects that, which is called as a business architect. So to cut short, yes, there are certain courses available. There are certain certificates available from autonomous body, also from the body, where you can get into the business analysis kind of a role to start into. So BA is one such document that you can refer. And yeah, so there you can start going ahead with it, especially from when you have an MBA.
Thank you, sir. Thank you both, sir, for your impressive presentation and with valid, interesting examples.
Thank you.
Now we come to an end part of the webinar. I must convey my thanks to our panel members, Professor Annappa, from NIT Karnataka, and Mr. Kandap Shah and Mr. Suresh Patel from Research Software for their presence and impressive speech on this topic. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation to grace this occasion. I must convey my special thanks to our president and founder, Professor Biswajit Patnaik, Vice Chancellor, Professor Kalyan Sankar Ray, and Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Falgu Niranjana of ASBM University for their constant support and standing behind us to make the program a successful. I convey my thanks to the webinar team for their support to make this event true. Last but not least, I convey my thanks to all the participants for their cooperation and patient hearing. Thank you very much to all the participants. Thank you all. Have a good day.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.